Bon, bonsoir tout le monde. Bienvenue à notre réunion d'audience publique pour une demande de raisonnage au 200 rue Renfrew, le 23 mars 2026. Welcome to our special public hearing meeting for a rezoning request on 200 Renfrew Street on this March 23rd, 2026. Call to order. Approval of the agenda. We need a motion. It's been moved by Councillor Walsh. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Good. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Recommendation and view from the Restigouche Service Commission. I'll ask Councillor Pelletier if you want to read the recommendation. On page 2.
Mm-hmm. Views on amendments to Dalhousie Municipal Plan and Zoning Bylaw regarding 200 Renfrew Street, Dalhousie area, Heron Bay. Dear Mrs. Cayouette, the above-mentioned request was presented to the Restigouche RSC Planning Review and Adjustment Committee at the regular monthly meeting held January 21st, 2026. The committee passed the following motion. It was moved and seconded, P. Levesque, Arboissonneau, that the committee recommend to the Council of the Town of Heron Bay that the proposed amendments to the Dalhousie Municipal Plan and Zoning Bylaw to allow the change of zoning of a portion of the property located at 200 Renfrew Street, having PID 503-66921, and a portion of an additional parcel of land having PID 504-15322, formerly an undeveloped portion of Harcourt Street, from highway commercial and not zoned to multiple residential, be approved to permit the proposed development an 8-unit row housing style apartment building. Regarding the southern portion of the 200 Renfrew Street lot, roughly corresponding to the 30-meter wetland and watercourse buffer, it is recommended to maintain the conservation zone in accordance with the current municipal plan policies and zoning provisions, and to implement the same zoning for the southern portion of the additional parcel from Harcourt Street. It is recommended that the Council impose the following rezoning conditions in accordance with Section 59 of the Community Planning Act. Number 1. That the two parcels of land forming the property having PID 503-66921 and PID 504-15322 be consolidated into one PID to obtain a building permit. Number 2. The owner or developer, as the case may be, is responsible for complying with any applicable regulations and guidelines and for obtaining any required permits and approvals from the authorities having jurisdiction. Number 3. That the property be developed generally in accordance with the site plan attached to the satisfaction of the Regional Service Commission, RSC, Development Officer. Number 4. That the final building design be generally in accordance with the plans attached to the satisfaction of the RSC Development Officer. Number 5. Servicing, driveway access, grading of the property, and stormwater management are to be provided to the satisfaction of the Public Works Department, Town of Heron Bay. Number 6. That the property be developed in accordance with the attached Gemtech Site Grading Plan, C1, dated November 2024, and the attached Gemtech Cross Sections, C2, dated November 2024. Any changes must be approved by the Gemtech Geotechnical Engineer and the RSC Development Officer. Number 7. Gemtech must supply to the RSC Development Officer record drawings for all slopes that will be modified, cut or filled by more than 1 meter after regrading and stormwater management work is completed. Record drawings must reflect all aspects of the final slope design and the final stormwater management design. Gemtech must provide to the RSC Development Officer written and sealed attestation that the work meets or exceeds the requirements of the final regrading design and stormwater management design. In addition, Gemtech must verify soil conditions at the site during construction to confirm bearing capacity. A full report of Gemtech's observations must be submitted to the RSC Development Officer at the end of the project. Number 8. It is prohibited for stormwater to flow from the property subject to the rezoning onto adjacent properties. The Gemtech record drawings mentioned in Condition 7 must include all new drainage features, culverts, swales, etc., that are not reflected in the attached Gemtech Site Grading Plan C1 dated November 2024, and the attached Gemtech Cross Sections C2 dated November 2024. Number 9, the property must be landscaped around the apartment building and parking areas post-construction. At minimum, landscaping must include a final regrading and planting of grass.
Thank you, Councillor Pelletier. Does any member of the council have question concerning those recommendations from and view from the Research Service Commission? There's no question? Okay. So we're moving on to council review and objective receive. We receive one review, a letter. I'll ask Councillor Good Comey if you want to read it. It's from Habitat NB.
Just wanted to follow up and confirm that we, HNB, as an adjacent landowner, do not have any concerns regarding the proposed rezoning for 200 Renfrew Street, Tahazi, PIDs 503-66921 and 504-13222, which requests changing the zone from highway commercial to residential to accommodate a 8-unit row housing style apartment building.
Okay, that's the only letter we had, I think, Ms. Thompson. Yeah, okay. I'll ask Mr. Diet. He's the applicant. Do you have any question, Mr. Diet? Nothing? Okay. Is there anybody from the floor that have any question concerning that?
I just want to know if it's usually.
Do you want to come to the mic?
Do you want to come to the mic, please?
Oh, sure.
It's a live stream.
Right there?
Because they won't hear you on the live stream.
It's just I would have liked to have it, like I checked on the website, and the attachments that you read from, are they available on the website, or can I have copies of, like, the recommendations made from the Planning Commission? It would have been nice to have those attached to the work on the website so we could have reviewed it as well. So
Okay.
just wondering, can I have copies, or, yes, Lillian? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anne Levesque Noel. The property adjacent to the end of Mr. Diet's property, that belongs to the town?
You mean by going toward the shoulder?
Had it facing west. Do you see at the last piece that you sold them for $1?
Mhm.
There's that connecting land, that belongs to the town?
I'm not exactly sure because it goes between the valley there, going toward
Right behind the Low Rental Pleasant Lane area, down that bank. A lot of people use that for snowmobiling. It's a town property?
Okay.
Will that be blocked, or will the people still have access to hiking, snowmobiling, that type of thing?
I can ask Mr. Diet, do you plan to block that area?
Your property is connected adjacent to the town property. Will you put a barrier that,
They're not going to be able to travel on the grass there, on the land, in front of the apartment.
No.
They could go on the town land in the hole and make a road to go.
okay, closer to where we're talking about that conservation wetland area? There's probably a little area there that they could continue to access, but you won't put a bank or anything, a barrier to stop any? Okay.
They're gonna have to turn and go like in the hole and make a trail.
Okay, that's quite a place that a lot of people frequent for snowmobiling, hiking, that type of thing. I just was concerned, that's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other concern or question from the council or the public? There's no more. Okay, thank you. Moving on to the motion and the resolution. I'll ask Councillor Pelletier if you want to Start with the first one. Full reading of bylaw number 805-2622.
Bylaw number 805-2602, a bylaw to amend bylaw number 805-08, Town of Dalhousie Municipal Plan Bylaw. The Council of the Town of Heron Bay, under the authority vested in it by the Community Planning Act, enacts the following. Bylaw number 805-08, Municipal Plan of the Town of Dalhousie, is amended as follows. Number 1, Section 10, Land Use Designations, is revised by replacing the introductory paragraph with the following. A, the Town of Dalhousie will be divided into 7 land use designations as shown on Schedule A, the future land use map, dated December 2008. Number 1, Town Center. Number 2, Residential. Number 3, Parks and Conservation. Number 4, Highway Commercial. Number 5, Industrial. Number 6, Institutional. Number 7, Resources. B, Schedule A, the future land use map, dated December 2008, is amended by the maps attached as follows. Schedule A1, dated December 2010. Schedule A2, dated December 2010. Schedule A3, dated December 2010. Schedule A4, dated December 2010. Schedule A5, dated December 2010. Schedule A6, dated May 2013. Schedule A7, dated June 2014. Schedule A8, dated February 2019. Schedule A9, dated December 2025. And Schedule A10, dated January 2026.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Pelletier. Okay, now I'll be asking 3 times. Does the council have any question on that bylaw? No? Does the council have any question on that bylaw change? Does the council has any question on that bylaw change? None? Okay. If you want to do the motion. Councillor Pelletier? The third reading?
Bylaw number 805-2602, a bylaw to amend bylaw number 805-08, Town of Dalhousie Municipal Plan Bylaw. I so move.
Moved by Councillor Pelletier. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Goodcomier. Question? Okay, I'll finish this one. Okay, second by Councillor Goodcomier. Any question? If none, everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Okay, I'll go back to the for the council review, right?
Oh, you're right, the full reading.
The full reading. Okay.
I didn't make the
Okay.
motion, eh?
Okay, do you want to make it the motion?
So I so move for the first full reading.
So it's been moved by Councillor Pelletier. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Haché. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Okay, now we are up to the full reading of the other bylaw number 806-26-02.
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. Bylaw number 805-2602, a bylaw to amend bylaw number 805-08, Town of Dalhousie Municipal Plan Bylaw. Wrong one. I just realized. So much reading. Start that again. Madam Clerk, this one? Yes. Perfect, thank you. Bylaw number 806-2602, a bylaw to amend bylaw number 806-11, Town of Dalhousie zoning bylaw. The Council of the Town of Dalhousie, under the authority vested in it by the Community Planning Act, enacts the following. Number 1, bylaw number 806-11, Town of Dalhousie zoning bylaw, is amended by replacing section 2.1, purpose paragraph A, with the following, adding the attached Schedule L 2.1 Purpose. The purpose of this bylaw, enacted under the Community Planning Act, is to prohibit, regulate, and control the use and development of lands and buildings within the town of Dalhousie, to facilitate the orderly and economic development of land in accordance with the policies set forward in the municipal plan for Dalhousie, and includes the following. A. Divides the municipality into zones as, oh, there's that word again. Delineate it. If anyone remembers, that word caught me up. I've never seen it in my life. And I'm an English major. Delineate it. I'll start that again. Divides the municipality into zones as delineated on Schedule A, entitled the zoning map, dated December 2010, and amended by the plans attached as Schedule B, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated December 2011. Schedule C, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated March 2012. Schedule D, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated May 2013. Schedule E, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated July 2013. Schedule F, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated May 2014. Schedule D, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated June 2014. Schedule H, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated November 2014. Schedule I, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated June 2015. Schedule J, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated February 2018. Schedule K, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated December 2025. And Schedule L, entitled Town of Dalhousie Zoning Amendment, and dated January 2026. Number 2, the shaded portion of the property shown on the map attached as Schedule L of this bylaw is rezoned multiple residential R2 zone. Number 3, in addition to the provisions relating to the multiple residential R2 zone contained in bylaw number 806-11, Town of Dalhousie zoning bylaw, the use of the land, buildings, and structures on the property described in Schedule L must comply with the terms and conditions of the resolution and of the agreement attached as Schedule L1 of this bylaw, and adopted under the provisions of Section 59 of the Community Planning Act. Number 4, this bylaw is enacted in compliance with the Act. I so move.
Do you want to include the draft now, Mr. Clerk? May as well. Huh?
We're going to finish with the seconder and then she can.
Okay. So, it's been moved by Councillor Pelletier. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Cormier. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against, nay. Motion is carried. If you want to continue with the
Third reading?
the draft. Draft, the draft first. The schedule, excuse.
And then by title.
Schedule L1. The three last page.
Oh. In full?
Yep.
Schedule L1, Conditional Rezoning Agreement, Bylaw Number 806-2602, Community Planning Act, Section 59, between Mathieu Diet in the village of Balmoral, province of New Brunswick, hereinafter referred to as the owner, E.M. Diet, residing at 167 Rue Marcoux in the village of Balmoral, province of New Brunswick, hereinafter referred to as the developer, of the first part, and Heron Bay, a local government created under the Local Governments Act and its regulations, hereinafter referred to as the municipality, of the second part, whereas the municipality received an application from the owner and the developer to rezone the land located at 200 Renfrew Street, bearing PID 503-66921, as well as a parcel from Harcourt Street having PID 50415322, hereinafter also referred to as the property, And whereas the purpose of the application is to rezone the property from highway commercial HC zone to multiple residential R2 zone to permit a new 8-unit apartment building. And whereas the municipality adopted a bylaw to stop up and close a portion of Harcourt Street and the resulting parcel having PID 50415322 will be added to 200 Renfrew Street having PID 503-66921. And whereas Council has made bylaw number 806-2602 and Council wishes to add conditions that would apply to the rezoning. And whereas Council intends to enter into an agreement with the owner and the developer to ensure that on the rezoning of the property and any land, building, or structure on the property is developed and used in accordance with the terms and conditions of the agreement. And whereas this agreement will permit a specific proposal as provided for in Section 59 of the Community Planning Act, and which is adopted by resolution after the making of bylaw number 806-2602. And whereas subsection 59(2) of the Community Planning Act stipulates that this agreement, once entered into, will only take effect after certified copies of the rezoning bylaw and the agreement are filed in the Land Registration Office. Be it resolved that, number 1, the following terms and conditions are imposed on the lot located at 200 Renfrew Street, bearing PID 503-66921, as well as a parcel from Harcourt Street, having PID 5041-5322, and hereinafter referred to as the property. 1. That the two parcels of land forming the property, having PID 503-66921 and PID 5041-5322, be consolidated into one PID to obtain a building permit. Number 2. The owner or developer, as the case may be, is responsible for complying with any applicable regulations and guidelines and for obtaining any required permits and approvals from the authorities having jurisdiction. Number 3. That the property be developed generally in accordance with the site plan attached to the satisfaction of the Regional Service Commission, RSC Development Officer. Number 4. That the final building design be generally in accordance with plans attached to the satisfaction of the RSC Development Officer. Number 5. Servicing, driveway access, grading of the property, and stormwater management are to be provided to the satisfaction of the Public Works Department, Town of Heron Bay. Number 6. That the property be developed in accordance with the attached GemTech Site Grading Plan, C1, dated November 2024, and the attached GemTech Cross-Section C2, dated November 2024. Any changes must be approved by the GemTech Geotechnical Engineer and the RSC Development Officer. Number 7, GemTech must supply to the RSC Development Officer record drawings for all slopes that will be modified, cut or filled by more than 1 meter after regrading and stormwater management work is completed. Record drawings must reflect all aspects of the final slope design and the final stormwater management design. GemTech must provide to the RSC Development Officer written and sealed attestation that the work meets or exceeds the requirements of the final regrading design and stormwater management design. In addition, GemTech must verify soil conditions at the site during construction to confirm bearing capacity. A full report of GemTech's observations must be submitted to the RSC Development Officer at the end of the project. Number 8, it is prohibited for stormwater to flow from the property subject to the rezoning onto adjacent properties. The GemTech record drawings mentioned in Condition 7 must include all new drainage features, culverts, swales, etc., that are not reflected in the attached GemTech Site Grading Plan C1, dated November 2024, and the attached GemTech Cross-Section C2, dated November 2024. Number 9, the property must be landscaped around the apartment building and parking areas post-construction. At minimum, landscaping must include a final regrading and planting of grass. Number 2, the above-mentioned terms and conditions are binding upon the parties, their administrators, officers, hears, and assigns. Number 3, On the rezoning of the property, any land, building, or structure on the property shall not be developed or used except in accordance with this proposal, with terms and conditions imposed and the time limits prescribed. Number 4, both parties have had the opportunity to consult legal counsel regarding the requirements of Section 59 of the Community Planning Act prior to signing this agreement.
Thank you, Councillor Pelletier. I'll ask again 3 times. Any question from the council? Is there any question from the council? Is there any question from the council? So if none, Councillor Pelletier, do you want to do the reading by title?
Mm-hmm.
3rd reading?
Madam Clerk? Do I stop just after Section 59? Thank you. Schedule L1, Conditional Rezoning Agreement, Bylaw Number 806-2602, Community Planning Act, Section 59. I so move.
Moved by Councillor Pelletier. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Haché. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Now we're up to the submission to the Minister of the bylaw number 805-26-02 pursuant to Section 112 of the Community Planning Act. Councillor Pelletier.
Submission to the Minister of Bylaw number 805-2602 pursuant to Section 112 of the Community Planning Act. Whereas Section 112 of the Community Planning Act requires that the Council apply to the Minister for approval of this bylaw, and whereas the bylaw conforms to the requirements of the said Act, be it resolved that the Clerk, acting on behalf of the Council, apply to the Minister of Local Government for approval of this bylaw as prescribed in subsection 112(2) of the said Act. I so move.
It's been moved by Councillor Pelletier. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Wash. Question? Everybody in favor say aye. Aye. Against nay. Motion is carried. Well, I think that's it. So we're up to the adjournment. We need a motion. It's been moved by Councillor Haché. Any question from the floor? Yeah.
Just once again, you're reading documents that we didn't have access to. The last one that Councillor Pelletier read, that was sent for approval.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that for?
It wasn't sent yet. It's gonna be the bylaw that she read.
Is it for the rezoning off the property in 200 Renfrew? Okay.
805-26-2.
Okay.
Not sent yet.
It's going to be sent for approval from the minister. Okay, perfect, thank you. And I'll call for the documents, thanks.
When is the bylaw? When is for our plan, community plan?
One's for the municipal plan, one's for the
Yeah,
zoning, yeah.
the zoning.
Just an additional question. The municipal plan is the municipal plan that existed under the town of Dalhousie, is that it? Or so eventually a new municipal plan will have to be drafted for Heron Bay? Okay, thank you.
I think Ms. Thompson, they're working on it next year or on our municipal plan, working on our municipal plan, if I'm right. With the next council, yeah. Okay. Any more question? So, yeah, okay. Thank you very much and have a good evening. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde. Correct?
You did a good job with the instructions, and I still messed up.
No, because I forgot that.
Because it was like,
No.
that's not what it said.
That one, there's a new request that they never did,
Yeah.
and she only confirmed with me
Oh, it's fine.
this afternoon.
At one point I was like, I need but I was like,
I need a drink.
We're going to meet after?
yeah.